Well, it was a big night at Great American Ballpark after that Reds and Brewers nail-biter. Zac Brown Band taking over the stadium for one of the biggest concerts of the summer.
Yeah, so this concert, though, really special here. Today is Lou Gehrig Day across Major League Baseball. And one of the members of Zac Brown Band is in the middle of his fight with Lou Gehrig's disease. Today, before taking the stage, he made time for people who were in the same fight. Before belting out the national anthem solo,
and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Before playing in front of a packed Great American Ballpark with screaming fans, John Driscoll Hopkins, one of the founding members of Zac Brown Band, spent time along the banks of the Ohio talking with people who all have one terrible thing in common.
Hey, Tim. How are you? I'm fine. How are you?
People fighting to walk, fighting to talk, fighting to beat the odds of ALS, just like John.
Yeah, all the changes are very slow, and I have to be careful with my footing or I'll trip and fall.
John wouldn't wish this diagnosis on anyone, as charmed as his career has been. As a husband and father of 3 young girls, it doesn't seem fair.
I feel like I'm gypping her, you know. I feel like I'm not making good on promises.
But as soon as he was diagnosed, he knew he wanted to use his fame to fight for himself and for everyone else who's given the same devastating diagnosis.
It felt almost like a responsibility and not a choice, you know. We have this massive platform and this opportunity to reach millions of people.
Whether it's for someone who was just diagnosed like Reiner Hartman or Lori Carey, who's one of the rare people to live 19 years with ALS, John is making a difference.
Just seeing people that are in motorized wheelchairs, not able to talk. At some point, it's going to be me.
This Hop on a Cure and Lou Gehrig Day is another opportunity to bring people in and to get their support in all different ways that are needed to end it and to get a cure.
When you're dealt this hand, it's hard to feel grateful. But thanks to John's Hop on a Cure Foundation, at least there's a glimmer of hope now.
I'm just trying to take it day by day and trying to continue to do whatever I can in the moment.
And it's that kind of teamwork that would make Lou Gehrig proud. Tonight, the Reds presented Hop on a Cure with a check for $125,000 for ALS research. And get this, it was also the largest regular season crowd in ballpark history.
And what a success. I was listening a little bit on the radio. They kept giving out his number, ways to donate, ways to get involved. You have a packed house watching that storyline. I'm sure they played it out over the big board as well. So what a success this was.
They thought initially Hop on a Cure, John and his wife were hoping to raise $250,000. They've now surpassed $1 million and now add on this check tonight. Much more of my interview with John and his wife Jennifer. They are quite the power couple and team on Monday night at 6 o'clock.
Really into